So if you order fish online or get fish and they are packed badly, the first thing you don't do is panic. What a lot of people do is they just quickly panic and they grab the fish out of the bag and throw them in the water. And while the fish are dying in the bag, and if you don't have any other preparation, then potentially that is actually the best thing for you to do. Yet if you actually know what to do, then you will be able to reduce stress on the other fish that aren't necessarily dying, because if the fish are packed bag, you'll find some are in better condition than others. So most of the time when fish come packed badly, it means that there's too much water in the bag and not enough oxygen, and it also might mean that the sender has not deflated the bag to fill it up with food grade oxygen. If they are just putting a zap of oxygen into the top, then obviously the amount of time that the fish can stay bagged is extremely limited. So if your fish come in badly, the first thing you want to do is open the bag up, and you want to tip most of the water out. You only want a little bit of water in the bottom of the bag. Then the second thing you want to do is come along with prime. You can use other water ages as long as you use a strong enough dose, and just put a squirt of prime into each one of these bags. Now, so many times I've put a squirt of prime into the bags and the fish are literally dying. Then you put a squirt of prime in, and then it helps to detoxify the ammonias and nitrites, and the fish literally come good, and they at least come good for long enough to survive the acclimatization period. Then once they're acclimatized, then they can more safely go into the aquarium without temperature shock, and without other problems that you can create, such as in the long-term white spot. So once again, knowing what to do is important. Strip out most of the water, introduce a little bit of water from your tank into the bag, and put a heavy dose of prime. Let them acclimatize for a short period of time, maybe 15 minutes, and then release the fish into the aquarium. And when you release the fish into the aquarium, you want to put a bucket over a net and pour the fish through the bucket so the water can actually be thrown out. Do not put the yucky water from transport into your fish tank. Anyway, if you've got any other tips or comments, put a little note at the bottom of this video.